Okay, so first we have the suspensory ligaments of Cooper, which are these smaller red lines here. Next up, we have the areolar glands, which you can see are these black lines stemming from the nipple there. Up next, we have the lactiferous sinus, which are these glands that go far back and branch they meet in the middle. Then we have the lactiferous ducts, which you can see they go all the way back and they kind of widen out. Next, we have the gland lobules, which are in purple here. Then we have adipose tissue, which is this yellow that surrounds the breast. Then we have the areola, which is the outermost layer surrounding the nipple. Then we have the nipple, which is the central part that protrudes out from the middle. Then there is the tracheal cartilage. There's a bunch of different types. It kind of starts at the top, and there's different parts. You have the thyroid cartilage, the circuloid cartilage, and then all types that go down. Next up, we have the primary bronchi, which are these two main trunks of like this tree. Like, let's imagine this is a tree trunk, and it splits off in two here. These are the primary bronchi. The secondary bronchi split off from those two trunks and kind of branch out. Then you have the lung apexes, which is at the top of the lungs, those 2 points there. Then you have the lobes of the lung. So the right lung has a superior, middle, and inferior lobe. The left has a superior and inferior lobe. Then there's the cardiac notch, which is this area kind of in the heart right here where your heart, or in the lungs right there where your heart sits. And that's everything.
The eye. So here's a pretty basic diagram of the eye. So first we have the sclera, which is this darker orange layer around the entire eye. We also have the cornea, which is this first layer right here. It's the layer that protects your eye from a lot of different bacterias, scratches, stuff like that. The choroid is this lighter orange layer in here. It basically has the same job as that darker orange one as well. And then we have the retina, which is just this layer right in here of the eye. But yeah, for the most part, that is.
Alright, so in this diagram I have the corpus callosum, which is the red part, and the corpus callosum is a thick bundle of nerve fibers that connects both hemispheres together. Now, the primary function of the corpus callosum is to integrate sensory, motor, and high cognitive level signals. This allows the body to communicate with each other, for instance, such as movement control and vision.
Okay, so here we have the two hemispheres of the brain. It just kind of divides the brain into two halves. And those are the two different hemispheres. And then we have at the top, that green part right here is the midbrain. A little bit lower than that is the pons, and under that is the medulla.
So we have the lateral sulcus, which is in between the frontal lobe and the temporal lobe. Then we have the central lucus, which is between the frontal lobe and the parietal lobe. Then we have the postcentral gyrus, which is this orange light color. Then we have the precentral gyrus, which is this light green.
Did a portion of the eye. So here's the eye. So first we have the optic nerve, which is going to be all the way in the back. It kind of looks like a stem here. This long thing right there. Then we have the iris. That's going to be what makes your eye colored, or what gives it color. It's going to be here where the blue is. Then we have the pupil, which is going to be in the middle of the iris, or in the center, which is usually black. And then I also did the lens. And the lens is right behind this portion, right here. It's